Veronica Vera and Candida Royalle. And Sprinkle. Jane Hamilton, Veronica Hart. And Gloria, where is she? Right here. Oh, right here, Gloria Leonard. So Club 90 actually started in 1983 when Jane, Veronica Hart, was pregnant with her first son, and we decided to have a baby shower for her. Actually, the delightful Spoon sisters threw a baby shower for Jane and invited all women who were involved in the sex industry in some way. You know, either making movies, writing stories, telephone sex. It was a whole big group of women who were involved in the sex industry, and one hunky bodybuilder named Roger who wore only a skimpy little apron.
And it's funny because the baby that we were having the shower for is going to be 32 in, let's see, next month. Isn't that crazy? Damn. It's wrong. It's plain wrong. So it was really great because this is the first time that we've gotten together just as women. Not about being women in the industry, because you know you do the red carpet thing and you have to smile for the pictures and say nice things about everybody. And we got together as women and we could really dish the dirt. It was fun. But we're also doing just regular things that regular women do. Go to a baby shower.
And dancing to West Side Story song. And at the end we were all dancing together like girls.
Pin the boobie on the baby. No, pin the baby on the boobie. That was it. Pin the baby on the boobie. Yeah. We had a lot of
then we found out also as we were doing all this dancing to West Side Story that just about all of us had been to dancing school. We'd all had all these aspirations of being stars, and here we were, you know, stars in our own way, in a different way than what we thought. But it was a bonding experience.
So then from there, we thought, God, this has been so wonderful. We should do this more often. And then I think, Annie, you came to me at a certain point and said, you know, I really want to get out of the business. I'm having trouble doing it. And I had already left being in front of the camera. And I had started seeing a therapist who was really wonderful. And she had been a sex worker at one time. And I had been telling them how great it was working with her. So Annie, you called me and said, you know, can I get her number? Oh, and can we start meeting? Let's do a support group. So that's really how it came about. Right?
Yeah, and Gloria Leonard was from the women's movement, and she said, let's start a support group at the end of the baby shower. And it was baby showers in my apartment at Lexington and 27th 90 Lexington, and that's why it's called Club 90. But we would go to each other's houses, and we met every 3 weeks or every 3 weeks, and the core group became 5 of us. It started with more.
Yeah, it started with Kelly Nichols and Susie Nero were in our group for a while, probably for about the first year or so. Yeah.
And it was the world's first porn star support group, and we started sharing information and supporting each other, and the dynamic between us was very powerful. And we just pass the mic, not the mic. We go around and each talk and say what was going on in our lives and give each other advice. And interestingly, almost all the women who were in the porn business at that time left and were bitter, whereas we all kind of stayed in the world of sexuality, but on our own terms. And we all have paved new areas in adult sex ed and adult stuff.
Yeah, and at first, you know, we all lived in New York, so we were all meeting in person. And then 3 people moved away. Annie, Gloria, and Jane moved to the West Coast. Gloria moved to Hawaii. And so since that time, since the time everyone moved, we've been meeting on the internet and having reunions whenever we could, but they've been very rare. So this is always so precious to us. So Lisa, thank you. Thank you all for being here, for making it even better.